breathe it in.
Deep in the timber where the shadows are thick, building up the fire brick by heavy brick. Got the scent of the cedar clinging to my cold, a low frequency melody stuck in my throat. The 808's thumping like an axe on the log, moving through the valley in the morning fog. I'm 1,000 miles away from the neon and noise, finding my shadow, finding my poise. The smoke is a ribbon, silver and blue, telling me the secrets that I always knew. That the world is just a flicker in a giant's eye, while I'm sitting under trees reaching for the sky. Is that cedar smoke rising in the night, watching all the worries burn out of sight. Deep bass knocking, let the timber vibrate. The rhythm of the earth is never coming late. Cedar smoke, let the low end roll, let the low end roll. The cabin is quiet, but the beat is alive. A primitive hunger, a will to survive. I see the orange embers like a city in the dark. Every single thought is a prehistoric spark. I got the bass in my marrow, the pine in my lungs, speaking in the rhythm of the ancient tongues. No concrete towers, no digital chains, just the iron and the salt running through my veins. I'm carving out a life in the heart of the wood, understanding things that I never understood. The kick drum is steady as a heartbeat in the floor, while the winter is scratching at the heavy oak door. It's that cedar smoke rising in the night, watching all the worries burn out of sight. Deep bass knocking, let the timber vibrate. The rhythm of the earth is never coming late. Cedar smoke, let the low end roll, let the low end roll. Close the door, listen to the sap hiss. The fire is talking, and the base is the ground. Stay warm. Is a whisper on a frost-covered leaf. The night was a treasure, a beautiful thief. The smoke is still rising, a pillar in the cold, a story of the mountain that'll never be told. I wrap myself in silence in a heavyweight track, leaving all the static and the city life back. One last pulse of the 808, deep and refined, leaving only cedar and the smoke behind. Cedar smoke, keep it deep, stay grounded. Yeah. Salt in the air, bass in the water. Just let the current take the wheel. Midnight on the shoreline, silver on the phone. 1,000 miles of water, nowhere to call home. Got the 808 thumping like a deep sea pulse. Nature is the rhythm, everything else is false. I'm cruising down the PCH, windows rolled down, watching all the lights of a dying coastal town. The mist is on the glass, the moon is on the hood. I'm feeling everything that I never thought I would. Got a heavyweight kick drum, steady as the pier, drowning out the static, drowning out the fear. The ocean is a mirror, the sky is a veil. I'm a lonesome captain on the asphalt trail. Just coastal drifting, moving with the tide. Nowhere to run, nowhere left to hide. Deep bass knocking, let the sea spray fall. The rhythm of the water is the loudest sound of all. Yeah, coastal drifting, coastal drifting. The cliffs are standing tall, like guardians of stone. But even in the shadows, I don't feel alone. I got the frequency of the deep, the rumble of the reef. A beautiful moment, a permanent relief. I see the lighthouse blinking, a slow motion island, watching all the sailors and the dreamers go by. but I'm staying in the channel, I'm staying in the flow, where the bass is so heavy and the tempo is so low. No anchors in my spirit, no chains on my chest, just the motion of the ocean and the silence of the west. Every grain of sand is a second in the glass, watching all the seasons and the heartaches pass. Just coastal drifting, moving with the tide. Nowhere to run, nowhere left to hide. Deep bass knocking, let the sea spray fall. The rhythm of the water is the loudest sound of all. Yeah, coastal drifting, coastal drifting, coastal drifting. Listen to the abyss. It's got a bass line of its own, deep, dark, infinite. Don't fight the pull. Hey, hey. Hey, hey. Hey, hey. The dawn is a phantom, miles off the coast. I'm chasing down the spirit, I'm chasing down the ghost of a man I used to be. Before I found the rhythm, before I left the city and the mental prison. The tires hit the sand where the road starts to end. The water is my brother, the wind is my friend. One last pulse of the 808, deep and refined, leaving only salt and the drifting behind. Coastal drifting, keep it deep, stay afloat. Yeah. Life finds a way through the cracks, through the dust. Welcome to the garden. I see a green vine climbing up the rusty gate. A little bit of beauty in a city full of hate. Growing through the gravel, reaching for the grave. A silent revolution in the middle of the day. Got the 808s thumping like a heartbeat in the mud. Nature in the wire, static in the blood. The skyscrapers are trees made of glass and steel, but the soil under my nails the only thing that's real. I'm planting seeds of thought in the cracks of the street, watching flowers bloom to the rhythm of the beat. No sunshine today, just the neon and the haze, but the garden keeps growing in 1,000 different ways. In the concrete garden, where the elm roses grow, watching out the shadow and the wildflowers flow. Deep bass knocking, let the foundation shake. Life is the promise that the city couldn't break. Yeah, the concrete garden. The asphalt is breathing, the roots are taking hold, turning all the silver back into the gold. I see a dandelion pushing through the parking lot, taking back the space that the architects forgot. I got a heavyweight rhythm and a soul full of rain, washing off the ego and the memory of pain. We're the gardeners of the gutter, the poets of the grit, taking every broken piece and making sure it fit. The sun is just a street light, the rain is just a leak, but the message in the petals is the only one I seek. Stay grounded in the rumble, stay rooted in the roar. There's a jungle growing steady on the city's floor. In the concrete garden, where the iron roses grow, washing out the shadows and the wildflowers flow. Deep bass knocking, let the foundation concrete garden. Can you hear the roots moving, tearing up the sidewalk, reclaiming the kingdom? One crack at a time. The dawn is breaking over the industrial fence. The fragrance of the evening is getting more intense. I leave a trail of ivy on the cold brick wall, a legacy for the ones who refuse to ever fall. The garden is a fortress, the garden is a sign that the organic spirit is the master of design. One last look at the bloom before the city starts to wake, a piece of the earth that the concrete couldn't take. The concrete garden. The concrete garden. Keep it deep. The concrete garden. Keep it deep. Vibrate on 'em. Can't even see the tops of the buildings tonight. Just the glow and the haze. Let's drift. Fog rolling in like a silver gray tide. Nowhere to run, but there's plenty to hide. The streetlights are blurred and the halos of gold. In a city this young, I feel ancient and old. Got a heavyweight rhythm vibrating the glass, watching the ghosts and the memories pass. The 808 hits like a heart in the mist, a midnight sanctuary that shouldn't exist. I'm walking on clouds made of asphalt and steam. Everything's moving like a glitch in a dream. Got my collar flipped up and my spirit locked down, finding the peace in the smoke of a town. In the downtown haze, losing my way, watching the violet turn into the gray. Deep bass knocking, let the frequency ride, floating on the rhythm with the moon as my guide. Yeah, that downtown haze. Oh, yeah, that downtown haze. The sirens are muffled a mile away. The silence is loud in the heat of decay. I see the reflections in the puddles below, a watercolor world in a neon lit show. Got the bass in my marrow, the kick in my soul. When the world is a blur, I'm in total control. I pass by a window, see a shadow move slow. Is it me or a ghost from a long time ago? The moisture is clinging to the brick and the steel. The deeper the bass, the more that I feel. No destination, no map in my hand, just a lonesome traveler in a cloud-covered land. In a downtown haze, losing my way, watching the violet turn into the gray. Deep bass knocking, let the frequency ride, floating on the rhythm with the moon as my guide. Yeah, that downtown haze. Hey, look up. The sky's bright, just the smoke and the static. Stay in the haze. Safer here. The dawn is a whisper I'm trying to ignore, while I'm drifting away from the cityscape shore. The haze is my blanket, the rhythm my light, the only thing real in the middle of night. One more rotation, one more deep breath, living in the space between life and its death. I'll fade with the fog when the sun starts to rise, with a heavyweight heart and these bloodshot eyes. Downtown, stay clouded.
And everything's turning to gold. Catch the light before young. Hit that road. Yeah. That sun is leading low against the pen. I'm splashed, watching all the shadows in the menu splash. The city did their money, but it was time to light. The final piece for Boomer for the payout to the night. Got the 808 coming, Nick and Boomer D. Waking up the spirit while the rest are apathy. I'm leaning on the balcony, reading in the beat. Vibrations rising up from the rhythm of the street. Every window is a mirror, every street is a vein. Washing up the memory of the winning and the rain. I'm a king in the air, but the lord of the haze. Lost in the magic of the golden hour, babe. In that golden hour go, let the bass line flow. Everything is shining in the world below. Bass knocking, let the frequency rise. Watching on the true booty amber colored eyes. Yeah, that golden hour go. Yeah. The sky is turning violet at the edges of the frame. A masterpiece of color that doesn't have a name. I got no end, golden, steady as a jaw. Thinking about the journey and the rounds at the town long. Shadows in our spirit when our life is right. Cause a temporary hit up, but we fought it through the light. I see the people rushing, trying to catch the bus, but they don't see the magic. No, they don't see us. We're the keepers of the better. Over to the sun, finding all the glory before the day you shine. Got a pocket full of sunlight and a heart full of bass. Moving with a metal and a monumental pain. In that golden hour go, let the bass side flow. Everything is shining in the world below. Whoa, deep bass out. Let the frequency rise. Watching all the truth through these amber colored eyes. Yeah, that more than an hour ago. Stay here. Don't let the sun go down just yet. The world is beautiful when it's burning. Keep back low. The moment starts to flicker, the shadows start to grow, but I'm still holding on through the afterglow. But 808 is fading, but the feeling is alive. Stickings on my spirit like a hands on a taunt. One hand goes in energy, one hand see breath. Before the city settles in the skating got it damn. I see you in the spotlight, I see you in the dark, but I'll always carry home this golden color spark. Golden hour blown, keep it deep, stay right.
Water's like glass, air's like a ghost. The trail ends right here. Tied the horse to a willow where the bank is soft. Watching the white smoke rising up aloft. Not from a fire, but the breath of the deep, where the secrets of the valley go to finally sleep. Got a heavyweight bass line rolling off the shore, vibrating the timber, shaking to the core. I'm a lonesome rider in a wide-brimmed hat, looking at the ripples where the light stays flat. Got the 808s thumping like a drum in the mud. Cold lake water running through my blood. The mist is a curtain, thick and it's gray, hiding all the sins of the heat of the day. It's that mist on the lake, moving slow and low, nowhere to hurry, nowhere left to go. Deep bass knocking, let the frequency rise through the silver fog and the dragonfly's eyes. Yeah, mist on the lake. Mist on the lake. The spurs don't jingle when you're walking on the moss, counting up the game, measuring the loss. I see a wooden rowboat drifting all alone, like a hollowed out spirit or a bleached out bone. Got the bass in my marrow to dampen my lungs, listening to the songs that the water has sung. It tells me that the mountain is a patient old friend, and the path only starts where the fence is all in. No dust on my boots, just a dew in the grind, standing on the edge of the fabric of time. The kick drum is steady, a pulse in the dark, leaving on the water a permanent mark. It's that mist on the lake, moving slow and low, nowhere to hurry, nowhere left to go. Deep bass knocking, let the frequency rise through the silver fog and the dragonfly's eyes. Yeah, mist on the lake. Mist on the lake. Don't cast a stone, the surface is a mirror. Look deep enough and you'll see the man you used to be under the fall. The sun's trying to break, but the mist is too strong. This is the place where the outlaws belong. One last breath of the cedar and the pine before I head back to the white paint line. The 808 is fading like a ghost in the trees, carried on the back of a cold water breeze. I leave the lake behind, but I'm taking the chill, the silence of the water, the power of the wheel. Mist on the lake, stay deep, cowboy, ride the fog.
Yeah. Clock in. Lights out. The world's dreaming, but I'm just getting started. The sun went down, but the gears are still turning. Midnight oil and the neon is burning. I'm a ghost in the factory, a shadow in a hall, watching the dust motes rise and fall. Got a heavyweight rhythm in my steel-toe boots, deep in the concrete, digging for the root. The 808 hits like a hammer on the soul, keeping my spirit in a steady control. The cover's gone cold, but the bass is still warm, finding the peace in the eye of the storm. While the city is sleeping, I'm holding the line, trading my sleep for a rhythm so fine. Got those night shift blues, ride, day shift blues, vibrating up, like working for the future, looking for the door. Deep bass knocking, let the frequency ride. Nowhere to run, nowhere left to hide. Yeah, the night shift blues, the night shift blues. The blue light is humming on the assembly line, counting the hours, losing track of the
bass in my chest like a second heartbeat. Rumbling the gravel, shaking the street. No boss in the world can quiet this track. I'm carrying the midnight on my weary back. Just a lonesome operator in a digital maze, waiting for the sun to burn through the haze. Got those night shift blues, night shift blues. Vibrating the floor, working for the future, looking for the door. Deep bass knocking, let the frequency ride. Nowhere to run, nowhere left to hide. Yeah, the night shift blues, the night shift blues. 3 a.m. That's when the truth comes out. The machines don't lie. The rhythm don't sleep. Just one more. My one. The dawn is a thread on the edge of the sky, but I'm still here with a bloodshot eye. One more rotation, one more deep breath, living in the space between life and death. I punch the clock and I walk to the car. The baseline followed me no matter how far. The shift is over, but the music remains. Static and thunder running through my veins. Black shift blue, oh, night shift blue. Keep it easy, locking down. Oh, night shift blue. Keep it easy, clocking down. Oh, night shift blue. Keep it easy, keeping down. Oh, night shift blue.
Steam from the grave, plastic bag ballet in the wind, bus stop sermon in a language I almost understand. Oh yeah. Old coat, loose thread, bread like smoke on a tightrope edge. Crosswalk blinking that tired red, like boy go home but I wander instead. Corner store glow on my cheekbones, change in my palm like gemstones. Listening close to the cracked street poems, every loose brick hums, you're not alone. This is pavement poetry, every line in the concrete reading back to me. Every scar, every stain, spelling out my name in the midnight rain. This is pavement poetry, heavy heart moving at 80, slow and free, let the wheels roll, let the world breathe. Sidewalk scripture underneath my feet. Uber lights pass like lazy comets. Somebody argues on a late night omelet. Taxi man humming that old slow sonnet. Dashboard saying with the bees upon it. Billboard eyes watching me drift. Empty cup tambourine in a stranger's fist. He nods once, that quiet gift, like we both made it through this shit.
Under every crack, a secret. Under every step, a prayer. If the ground could talk back, would it say I mattered here? Would it say I was just passing there? poetry.
Yeah. The road ended miles ago. Now it's just me and the trees. Follow the sand. Tall pine leaning like they're whispering my name. Out here in the wild, ain't no 2 days the same. Got the 808s thumping through the carpet of the brown. A long way away from the concrete of the town. My boots are getting dusty, but my mind is getting clear. Leaving all the static in the city in the rear. I see the sap dripping like a tear from the bark, moving through the shadows before the forest gets dark. Got a heavyweight rhythm, steady as a trunk, sinking in the spirit, getting deep in the phone. Every step I take is a pulse in the ground, finding all the secrets that the silence has found. On that pine needle path, on that pine needle path, moving slow and deep, where the mountains are giants and the valleys are steep. Deep bass knocking, let the timber resonate. The rhythm of the woods never coming in late. Yeah, the pine needle path. Yeah, the pine needle path. Yeah. The air smell like resin and a cold winter coming. And underneath the canopy, the universe is humming. I'm a lonesome rider with a compass in my soul, trading into pieces for a feeling that is whole. No sirens, no signals, no digital glare, just a taste of the cedar and the chill in the air. I see the deer watching from the edge of the brush. Yeah, everything is sacred in the afternoon hush. Got the bass in my marrow, the pine in my lungs, singing in the rhythm of the ancient most tongues. The kick drum is hitting like a falling down oak, wrapping up the forest in a heavyweight cloak. On that pine needle path, moving slow and deep, where the mountains are giants and the valleys are steep. Deep bass knocking, let the timber resonate. The rhythm of the woods never coming in late. Yeah, the pine needle path. Yeah, the pine needle path. Look down. The path is soft, but the roots are hard. They go deeper than the mountains, just like the base. Stay on the trail. The light's getting thin, turning orange and gold. The story of the forest is starting to unfold. One last mile before I settle for the night, by a small hidden fire out of everybody's sight. The 808 is fading like the sun on a ridge. I've crossed over the water, I've crossed over the bridge, to a place where the rhythm and the needles are one. My journey through the timber has only just begun. Pine needle path, keep it deep. Cowboy, don't lose the trail. Yeah. Too much noise, not enough soul. Let's tune in. The air is electric, it's thick and it's heavy, holding back
back the flood like a crack in the levee. Got a hum in my ears and a buzz in my brain, like a radio signal caught in the rain. The street lights are hissing, the wires are tight, a million invisible waves in the night. But the 808 steady, it's the anchor I need to navigate the static and the digital greed. I'm walking through the sparks of a broken down town where the volume is up but the spirit is down. I'm looking for a channel that's honest and clear, but all I'm receiving is the static and fear. It's the static in the air, vibrating the bone, a king of the signals on a frequency throne. Deep bass knocking, let the white noise play. We're drifting through the layers of the digital gray. Yeah, static in the air. Broadcasting shadows and selling us lies, but I'm seeing the truth through these bloodshot eyes. My shadow is flickering like a bad TV. A glitch in the system is all that they see, but I got the low end, I got the foundation, resonating deep through the heart of the nation. The skyscrapers act like a giant antenna, catching the whispers of the grand phenomenon. I'm a lonesome receiver in a world full of noise, trading the chaos for the balance and poise. I wrap myself up in the crackle and pop until the vibration is the only thing. The static in the air, vibrating the bone, the king of the signals on a frequency throne. Deep bass knocking, let the white noise play. We're drifting through the layers of the digital gray. Yeah, static in the air. There's a static in the air. Close your eyes, filter out the feedback, find the silence inside the sound. Stay tuned. Stay tuned. The dawn is a signal that's starting to break through the heavyweight clouds and the choices we make. The static is fading, the air's getting thin, but the rhythm is staying underneath of my skin. I'll fade out slowly like a station at night, moving through the dark to the edge of the light. One last pulse of the bass in the floor before I disappear through the digital door. Static in the air. Keep it deep. Over now. Static in the air. Keep it deep. Over now.
Sky's bleeding orange, shadows getting long, just me and the horizon, let's ride. Sun's dipping down behind the purple peak, the kind of beauty makes a strong man weak. I'm leaning on the fence, boots in the dust, watching the day turn to iron and rust. Got the 808s thumping like a buffalo herd, quiet in the valley, not a single word, just a low frequency humming in my chest. As the light dies out in the great wide west, I'm a shadow in a hat, a ghost on the plain, waiting for the cool of the evening rain. Got a heavyweight rhythm, steady and slow, watching the world put on a golden show. We're just sunset silhouettes, standing in the glow, watching all the daylight, and the memories go. Deep bass knocking, let the canyon vibrate. The sun is going down, but the rhythm is great. Yeah, sunsets, the silhouettes. The Joshua trees look like hands in the air, praying for a breeze or a moment of prayer. But I'm just drifting on a low-end wave, from the cradle of the dawn to the evening's grave. I got the bass in my boots, the fire in my eyes, reflecting the colors of the desert skies. No neon, no traffic, no digital noise, just the balance of the earth and a cowboy's poise. The kick drum is hitting like a hammer on stone, a king in the dusk on a tumbleweed throne. The silhouettes are dancing as the firelight fades, merging with the darkness and the velvet shades. We're just sunset silhouettes, standing in the glow, watching all the daylight and the memories go. Deep bass knocking, let the canyon vibrate. The sun is going down, but the rhythm is great. Yeah, sunset silhouette. Don't blink, you'll miss the change. The light is a lie, the shadow is the truth. Stay in the dark, it's where the heart beats loudest. The stars are peeking out from the indigo rim. The world is getting quiet, the light is getting dim, but the 808 is steady, it's a pulse in the sand. The heartbeat of a lonesome and a beautiful land. I'll ride into the midnight, I'll ride into the black, with the golden hour spirit sitting on my back. One last pulse of the bass, deep and refined, leaving only shadows and the sunset behind. Strong bed silhouette, keep it deep, cowboy, the night is ours.
Streetlights smear on the glass, backseat chatter I just passed. Face in the window, city blooms, headphones on, whole world tuned. Knees to the seat in front, old gum stuck to the floor. Passing by laundromat, steam crawling under the door. Bus driver talking to mirrors, I catch my eyes, look away. Phone screen light in my knuckles, draft on a message I'll never say. Window seat views, let the world slide through. I just watch it move, like it's filmed for me and you. Window seat views, different lives in a single room. I'm not lost, just passing through. With these window seat views. Store kids with their backpacks, arguing over small change. Guy with a car full of cans, knows every crack in this lane. Billboard peeling at the edges, sky color caught in the milk. Graffiti ghosts on the bridge, names dripping letters like silk. Window seat view, let the world slide through. I just watch it move, like it's filmed for me and you. Window seat view, different lives in a single room. I'm not lost, just passing through. With these windows seat free. Fog on the glass for my breath, trace my name, wipe it out, then rest. Every red light feels like a test. Stay, go, turn, slow, yes. Old woman counting her coins, tattooed teen half asleep. We share this rolling room, secrets we'll never keep. Window seat view,